Thomas here with Much Props, going to give you another how-to video. Last week I made a Deadpool Lego head and I thought, why not do one extra build for the Lego thing, which would be some Lego hands. I thought it would be fairly simple and something that you could easily put together with just regular clothes and make a kind of quick throw together cosplay. So today we are going to build some Lego hands. Let's get to building. I was kind of surprised at all the variations that there are for Lego hands, so I picked one with a slant on one side to make it interesting. A straight C would have been a lot easier, but who wants to do easy? On my template, the blue highlighted edges are 45-degree angle cuts inward. The small U-shaped notches you see all along the edge are registration marks to help you line stuff up, and I am using 4mm What the Foam from Cosplay Apprentice. Time for assembly. I start by attaching the bottom C shape to the side piece. It is slightly larger than the top to accommodate for the slant, so make sure that you mark your pieces, otherwise your registration lines will not match up. I have added some contact cement to all of the edges, and I am slowly working around the hand. Now I'm adding the inside of the hand. It's a little bit difficult to get a good camera angle on this, but attachment's pretty simple. Next to be added are the fingertips marked 1 and 2 in the template. Time to close it up with the top piece. I start in one corner and work my way around. The hardest part here is preventing the rest of it from touching it before you are ready. I do so by just bending back the end of it a little bit as I work my way around the circle. The last to go on is the wrist. You close the seam lines to make a cylinder and then attach it to the rest of the hand. Make sure to mark your registration marks for this piece, otherwise it would be a little hard to line it up just right. Two coats of Plasti-Dip. It was at this point that I decided to paint one by Deadpool with a red and the other with a gold base for the Infinity Gauntlet. To add the faux texture to match my Deadpool head, I am using some Plat-Effects paint and my self-made roller to spread it on. If you want to know how I made the roller, go back and look at the Lego head video. I taped off the red areas to add some black details. Once that was painted, I did the rolling again with some dark gray, and then I came back and added faux stitches just like my Lego head build also. For the Infinity Gauntlet, the hand was sprayed gold and then I added on details using some acrylic paint pens. I have a whole bunch of them, different brands, all just kind of mixed into that bag, and I just used a reference image I found on a phone app called Sketchfab to freehand everything on. And we are finished. Here is the end result. Overall, fairly pleased with the way they turned out. It was a pretty quick and simple build. I made one as the Deadpool and thought I'd like to try something different for the paint job, so I threw in the Infinity Gauntlet just to have a little bit of fun with it, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Obviously, Lego hands are fairly simple, and the paint jobs on them I wanted to match, so I kept it relatively simple to what it is. So obviously it's not as detailed as it could be, but it does have a majority of the things that should be on there. So maybe you will try and make these hands yourselves and impress your friends with your ability to not pick up anything other than spray can shaped objects. Okay, you can pick up more than just that. Maybe you'll get some...
Yay!
And inevitably, they're going to ask you, how'd you make that? You can give them one of these. Tell them, much props. I guess the good thing about it being a Lego hand in the Infinity Gauntlet is I can't snap my fingers. It just won't come together. You lucked out. Punch.